Welcome back, guys. I went to Radio Shack today and picked up some electronics. Obviously, it's Radio Shack, but I picked up electronics for my new hobby. My new hobby is going to be building different electronic components and maybe making my own, my own little devices and stuff. I'm trying to get into this from the ground up and at the entry level. So I actually bought some beginners level components and circuitry and different things, stuff that anyone would buy just starting out in this hobby. So my goal is to get good at this and eventually be able to build things from scratch, just be able to pick up some components, even maybe salvage some components from like I said before, I got this printer. I'd like to take apart and get all the components out of it. I could take all the resistors, transistors, and all the different diodes and just all the different components from it, and maybe build something totally different out of it. I think that'd be amazing, and I just would love to pursue doing that. So this is going to be a new series on my channel. It's going to be kind of a I'll definitely make a playlist for this. It will go in some type of like electronic playlist or something, or whatever. I'll come up with something for you guys. But anyways, I want to make this like a regular thing, and maybe we can all start doing these projects together and building things together. And I can even make some kits for you guys if I find something that's really simple and really fun, and you guys are wanting to do the same thing as me. If that comes up, then I'll definitely think about making kits and selling kits to you guys, and that way you guys can do the same thing I'm doing. And I'm not just talking about some little tiny entry-level kits only. Eventually, I want to get better at this, and I don't want to be at entry level anymore, and it would be awesome to be building really advanced kits for you guys too. The guys that stuck it out with me, and we all got all this knowledge together, it would be fun. So it's just a goal I have. I think it'd be cool if you guys want to pursue the same goal as me. You don't have to have the same goals as me, but if you happen to have the same goals as me, that'd be awesome. We could definitely do this together, guys. So, all right, let's get to it. I went to Radio Shack. I spent $200. All right. $200, guys. That's what I spent at Radio Shack for everything. I'll keep that to the side so I can look up individual pricing. So what I got was a soldering starter kit. I really didn't need this because I have soldering stuff already. I have a soldering iron and some other stuff, but what this comes with, which is really cool, is the stand and holder and magnifying glass. So it holds your work for you, so you don't have to sit there and hold it while you're trying to solder a couple wires together. It's got 2 alligator clips and some metal rods that holds everything for you. The other cool thing I liked about it was the actual soldering iron itself isn't just a normal soldering iron. It has a base that has a wet sponge on it, so you can clean your soldering tip off. And it also has a semi-controllable thermostat, so you can change the temperature of the soldering gun. And it's got a holder on it, so that's all really cool. And the last thing I thought that was cool was this little kit it comes with, this little pouch thing. It's got a desolder thing in there where you can suck the solder up into this tube. If there's some solder on a board you don't want, in that location, you can just suck it right off there. And then there's also this other desolder stuff that does the same thing, but it doesn't have like a button that you push. You just put this near the solder and then you heat it up and it'll suck the solder onto it away from the components. So this is a really cool kit. We'll open it up here in a second. Definitely worth the money there. An IC breadboard socket. Just the regular breadboard here. You know, this is for learning how to hook up stuff without having to solder a board. You can run your positive and negative wires here and all your components and everything. It's really handy, I hear. I've never used one, but I really hear that they're handy. So that's why I got one. I also got a few variations of some just generic circuit board here. I don't know if I have any more. I think that's all I grabbed was 3. This one here. Sorry about that noise if you hear. It's the deep freezer kicking on in the garage. But anyways, I got this. It's just some circuit board, some printed circuit board, just blanks. You know, just some blanks so I have something to work with. So I, you know, if I do want to make something from scratch, I got the stuff to do it. Grab some 22 gauge solid wire, so it's not braided. It's just a solid wire in there. It's going to be perfect for, you know, wiring circuit boards or using this. It's got 3 color codes in there. Also thought this was really neat. I've never seen one of these and it makes perfect sense. It's a clip-on soldering heat sink. And what that does is you clip it on to the spot that you don't want to get hot, and it will keep it from getting hot. It'll absorb all the heat. The heat will go into this thing instead of, you know, where you clipped it. It's good for if you're soldering, you know, touchy components that would get damaged from high heat. I picked up some rosin core solder. Some really higher quality solder there I picked up from Radio Shack. I mean, Radio Shack, I know it's high price, but it's the only local place around, so I had to go there, guys, if I wanted to get it now. Got some heat shrink tubing, big assortment of them. Make some of my jobs look real nice, clean, and professional with that. Had to get these. This was like $7 there. It's a whole bunch of them there, a whole bunch of alligator clips, and you count them here. It doesn't even say on the box. It just says that they're here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of them. That's nice. I mean, they ain't super thick, but they're there. There's 8 of them. That's for easy, quick connections. Last but not least, an Arduino. I can't even pronounce it. Arduino kit. It's a starter kit for Arduino. It's a level 1 entry level. This is really cool. It's got another breadboard right here, like a mini one. And it's got some sticky backing on it. I can't tell if this is a kit like to actually make something particular or what it is. It's just a bunch of random stuff to help you make something in the future. I would assume it's to make something particular that they already have the plans for. Anyways, here's a bunch of little hookups, which is really nice. They're already pre-wired and spliced and all that. Here's the computer hookup for programming the Arduino. Man, I gotta work on saying that properly. Arduino. Bunch of LEDs. There's some big ones too in the bottom there. Got some like battery, 9-volt battery hookups and some other like transistors and capacitors. We got a servo, like from a model plane or RC truck. It's like another, I think that's a transistor. I may be wrong, guys. I'm just getting into this. It's TMP36. Some more hookups. Pre-made wired hookups. A bunch of them in there. Some more transistors, a bunch of resistors, one of those strips that they normally come in. These are 560 ohm resistors. There's 25 of them there. And we got 3 10,000 ohm resistors. We got 3 2,200 ohm resistors. Electric motor. It's like some kind of circuitry board or something. Looks like some type of like pamphlet or paper sticker or something to tell you how to put the breadboard. Okay, so it's and then we got some more randoms. We got a chip and some type of knob. It's like something I can turn, like it's some programmable chips and some switching devices and things. So that's pretty cool. So that's all that's in this Arduino kit. This looks like it's gonna be fun. Alright, let's just set this up here. Let's look at this. Let's look at the kit first. All the tools it comes with. Oh shit. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so it's got all these really cool tools here. Never even seen some of these tools. That's cool. Be good for setting up a spot on a soldering board, or on a breadboard, or any type of circuit board. You're trying to set a component down. Sometimes it's hard to set them somewhere. This is a desoldering tool. Push it down, put it on where you don't want the solder to be, pop it, it comes up. I think I'm out of focus here. There we go. You pop it and it sucks the solder up. The solder has to be like hot and melted or it won't suck it up. Looks like you got some solder here in this tube. Nice little wire cutters, I like them. You'll see me use them a lot. That'll probably be my next favorite wire cutters. Oh, this is some solder wick. It sucks the solder up too. It's like a wick, a braided wick, and you set it next to the solder that you don't want and then you heat it up and you touch it with this wick and it'll like absorb into the wick and suck the solder off of the board. So it's a good way to clean it up. This is making me think that these have ceramic inserts, so this like this looks like ceramic or something. And these are the tips. It's got 4 different tips. These two look about the same, but these ones look different. They look like different angles and stuff. But the bottoms are white, and it's like ceramic or something. But these are the tips for the soldering iron. Well, this is the stuff for the holder. Like that. So this is the tray. It's got a little sponge there. You get wet and you stick it right there. And then when this gets dirty, you can sit there and clean it off. Yeah, it is. It's got these like ceramic tips and it's metal on the very tip. But like it looks like a ceramic or rock or something behind it. There's that. Oh, this is cool. I really like this thing. It's got temperature settings. It goes from 392 to 662 to 842. So you can really turn up the temperature on that. That's Fahrenheit. This is going to be good for soldering electronics, because some electronics you need the temperature to stay down, or you're just going to damage. It's on. I like that. That is just too cool. Get that wet. I can just see myself using this thing. I like that a lot. Wow. Alright, so that's that. Now my little workstation thing I got. This is supposed to hold everything for you, so you don't have to hold anything while you're soldering. Go. Okay, some of these are like permanently twisted. I had to get like pliers to move them, but you guys get the idea. It's got this like stand. It's got the magnifying glass. I can, point down so I can really see what I'm doing when I'm soldering. And then I can have, I can have these things holding the wires together where they need to be held. I got the magnifying glass down on it. I'm viewing what I'm doing. I got the soldering iron in here. I got the wick, or I got the solder coming in from this side. I mean, how much better of a setup can you ask for? That is so cool. I cannot wait to use that. Very happy with that purchase. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping shit. Alright, we're back. I dropped some shit. Alright, so there's a little heat sink thing. I don't know how well that'll work, but we'll give it a try. If anything, I can use it as a little pair of needle nose, like to hold stuff for me, you know what I mean? I think that's what it's for. It's to hold a wire and it absorbs the heat so it doesn't burn your fingers. I don't know. Or it's for a component. If you don't want the component to get hot, you put this near it and this will absorb the heat instead of the component. Alright guys, I'm not going to do too much more video here. I just wanted to give you a quick unboxing of all this stuff to show you what I did end up getting. And this stuff will obviously be used in the near future and an upcoming video for sure. I got a whole bunch of this stuff, this Arduino. Man, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but I got a bunch of this Arduino stuff coming in tomorrow or possibly Monday. Tomorrow's Saturday, so it could be Monday, but I got a whole bunch of kit stuff, you know, like just stuff for learning how to use the Arduino and how to program it, and then how to, you know, start setting up your own little systems and making, you know, little electronic components. I don't know, some of you guys would think this is just like completely going totally nerd style, just going all the way nerd, you know what I mean? And maybe that's what I just did, but I needed a hobby and I didn't have one, and I tried a bunch of different hobbies and none of them worked. I never stuck to any of them. And video games is cool. I love video games, but I get tired of it too. I have to be working on something and being progressive at all times. I can't, you know what I mean? It's just, so anyways, not trying to get too personal about it, but this is something I just had to do that, you know, I had too much free time in my hand. So I want to start doing this with you guys, and hopefully you guys, some of you guys will enjoy this, and some of you guys will do this along with me, and we can learn this together and have some laughs together, and, you know, bitch about stuff together, and be happy about stuff together. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you want to see more of this stuff or if you don't want to see it at all. I mean, I'm still going to do it, but I would like to know what you guys like to see and what you don't like to see. But anyways, there it is. If you like this video, you should probably go check out my other videos. And if you really like the channel, you know, subscribe. You'll get updated all the time with new videos. I'm always posting videos. I post multiple videos each week. So don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video, hit the like button. You know the routine, guys. Alright. This is the Ohio Explorer. I'm over and out.